95.7 The Hog, the Morning Hog Show. Riggs and a guy, of course, has bolted from the scene. He's missing out on our Friday morning brew review.
I can't believe he's missing out.
SR Perrott.
Bang, bang, bang.
P-E-R. Other letters. Yes. I always spell it wrong. Yeah. Welcome back, man.
Thanks, man.
It's
Appreciate
Friday.
it.
Weekend's
Absolutely.
here. Mace is right over there, by the way.
Hey,
guys.
Mace. How we doing?
She's got to be on the radio tonight. So I said, why don't you come in and set the table for some quality radio by enjoying some quality White Claw product.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get some of that going first, and then do some prelims and get out there and get
That's
it
a
all
good
That's right.
idea.
It'll make me a little looser for it.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
relax.
This makes me feel a lot looser.
Yeah, that is loose as it gets. Right.
Absolutely.
Special new friend.
Yeah.
Bring him on.
We've got August here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Thanks for having me.
August, I have the feeling White Claw might be affiliated with you in some way.
Absolutely, it is our newest and greatest, latest favorite drink,
Awesome.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, or as I like to tell folks that have tried it for the first time or trying it for the first time, sparkling water with a kick of alcohol.
Okay.
That's the best way to describe it.
All right.
Low sugar, low carbs, 2 grams of each, 100 calories, and then for all the gluten-free folks, it's gluten-free out there as well.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yes.
So, how long have you guys been selling White Claw?
So White Claw has been around about 2 years now.
Okay.
And if you go into like a grocery store, you'll see there's a whole hard seltzer category down in the end by all the Mikes and the Smirnoffs of the world. And it's just started really taking off in the last probably year and a half, and it's been a lot of fun to sell. And we are just crushing it. SR Perrott's crushing it. You guys are going to hit your 2017 sales
Nice.
by the end of this
Wow.
month.
That's
By the end
awesome.
of this
Really?
month.
That's awesome.
So in 6 months, you're going to have 2017 sales already met.
Then when are you going to give us?
Some free claw.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
right.
I like it. Free
Maybe we
Claw.
can score you a hat or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got some on order.
Look at that. I'm
look at
ready
that.
for it. I'll
They've
trade
always
this
got
one
them
in.
on order
All right,
whenever they see
I'll
the
get you
sales
one.
guys.
Tiger out, White Claw in.
Nice.
Is the market, was the market to compete with a beer and other products? Was the market to find something that is good for people who are trying to get something that's less heavy? What was the idea behind
So
it?
it's interesting. So our leadership team saw another one out in the market, another product out in the market, had some actual talks with that product, and kind of got some information on it. And then our owner, who we're owned by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Our owner is very passionate about his flavors, and he dives right in. He's very hands-on, and he's really passionate about the beverages that he makes. So he decided, you know what, this hard seltzer thing could be the next latest and greatest category.
Yeah.
And he came up with his own product, the White Claw, in 4 different flavors. We are going after, that drinker that's going to work out after their work, and then
Right.
after happy hour, they're looking for a drink, maybe like a Mick Ultra kind of thing.
Right.
But what we've discovered, what I've discovered in the last year and a half, and Vinny can attest to this, is that it's not just that drinker. You get a craft beer drinker who drinks Lagunitas, a couple of those, and then they may switch over to White Claw for the rest of the night and have
Right.
2 or 3 White Claws. So it's been really interesting to see the different spectrum of drinkers out
Right.
there that are drinking White Claw.
Another great thing you can do with this product, when we had the beer festival going on over at Tortugas, we paired up with Copper Bottom, our local distillery, got their vodka out, a little bit of ice, and a little bit of your lime on top of that. Oh, delicious.
Yeah,
so you can use them in mixed drinks as well as a low-calorie alternative to straight orange juice or straight cranberry. Less sugar, get the flavor, and a little more kick to it, too, and spike it out.
Yeah, if you doubt the power of the White Claw, don't do what I did and go in first time you try and go find the flavor you like and just go. Because these things have a kick.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
They'll
they
sneak
taste
up on
great,
you.
and you can have a lot of them before you know. Oh, there's not just seltzer.
Absolutely. We have people at samplings always tell us that all the time. Before I knew it, I had 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And we want everybody obviously to drink responsibly.
Sure,
But it is
absolutely.
nice to have a beverage that goes down that smooth and that easy. And White Claw will certainly do that. So
Yeah, it is a great product. It's 5% alcohol.
Yeah.
And I'm a seltzer drinker anyway without alcohol. So you're right. When you get these, you just sit there and you enjoy them and go with them. And it's like 138,000 degrees outside right
It
now.
is.
Yeah. So this is a great alternative. So if you don't want that heavy beer kind of dragging you down or heavy wine dragging you down, grab one of these bad boys, slam them back, and
Right.
enjoy it. So
That's
Absolutely.
good, flavorful. All right, you've got cold ones right in front of you.
let's do it.
Where
We'll
we
start
start
out with the natural lime.
Okay.
One of our flagship brand or flavors, one of our more popular flavors. When you first get a taste or get the drink, you can smell the flavor. This is a little subtle as far as flavor goes. When you smell the black cherry and the raspberry later, you're really gonna you're gonna really get it. But if you you take a sip, nice and smooth, nice and refreshing. It's not very sweet at all.
No.
I think there could be a perception if you see it down there in the flavored category of your beer
Right.
cooler that it's another sweet drink like some of your flavored malt beverages,
Right.
but that's not it at all. It's completely different.
And the people that I've talked to about this, probably the first time that I tried it and since then, that think that it's it's not a wine cooler. I know wine cooler should be the thing. It's not like
Right.
that at all, right?
No, it's not a wine cooler, and it's really interesting when you do sampling. So, we don't have anything in writing on our company website or anything that says sparkling water with alcohol, but that's for me the easiest way to describe it. Because you're a seltzer fan, but there are some people that don't like LaCroix, and so if you say it's like LaCroix with alcohol, we do say that sometimes. Some people are like, well, I don't like LaCroix, so sparkling water, alcohol, nice and smooth, and yeah, most of the time when we do samplings, it goes down pretty easy, and most people are pretty happy with it.
And
What do
this
you
is
guys think?
It's absolutely delicious, refreshing. I'd love to have this like sitting next to a pool or on the
Absolutely.
beach,
Yeah.
just enjoying a summer day.
Absolutely, it's perfect for the Florida weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, being so hot outside, I saw about 15 fried lizards on my way in. I offered it to them, they wouldn't take it. So, absolutely.
Oh, wait, hang on. Our fried lizard counter. 16 now. 16.
Perfect.
All right. Pick it up.
And this category itself is not that old, correct?
Not at all. It's 2 years old. A lot of people still discovering it. Even when I keep mentioning samplings, but even when I do samplings, there's people that still have not tried it yet. So there's plenty of drinkers out there that are still gonna be trying this for the first time.
Absolutely. So what you're telling me is you guys been in it a year and a half, and it's 2 years old. So you pretty much got in on the bottom floor.
We did, and there was another brand in the Northeast that had kind of already entered the beer category, and we got in as well. I think being part of the Mike's family helps, because we do so well in the beer market already.
Yeah.
And we have a pretty good reputation from the Mike's brands.
Right.
But one of the things we wanted to do is make sure that's completely separate, because Mike's is more of the sweet profile, that flavored drink. But I think that reputation helped our team get us into the grocery stores, the liquor stores of the world out there.
Yeah, I feel like in a Mike's, you get. I mean, the flavor is first,
Right.
And you can it's an alcoholic beverage,
Right.
But with this, I'm not getting either one of those.
Absolutely,
it is,
and that's
seltzer
why
first.
we tend to do sampling separate.
Yeah.
Mike's could be a different customer.
Yeah.
So we do that completely separate. If I'm doing a sampling, I'm wearing White Claw stuff. I'm not wearing a Mike shirt.
Cool.
Because some people may come up and go, "Oh, Mike's, I've had it, it's sweet. I don't want that." But
Yeah.
this is obviously completely different. And if you need something for the pool, I got a car full, so we can.
Is there
Sounds
a-
good. Yeah, or
Come
you're
on.
gonna have to hook
Yeah,
me up
I'm
later.
going to the
Yeah.
pool with
Yeah.
me.
I recommend you drink it outside the pool. It's hard to drink inside the pool under the water. I've tried it. It's not
Oh,
good.
that doesn't
Scuba.
sound like
She's
it will
got
work out
scuba
too
gear.
well.
Absolutely. I tried to shotgun underwater. It
August,
didn't work.
is there a Mike? I know you mentioned the owner. Is that
No,
a
it's
secret?
number one question we get all the time. No, our owner's name is Anthony. So, no, it isn't. There is no Mike. But the one cool part about Mike's is we started on April Fool's 1999. So
Perfect.
kind of a cool day to start.
Perfect.
Kind of
Yeah.
quirky. I don't know if you've seen our commercials out there.
Yeah.
But flying hot dogs, guy on a bike and
Yep.
on a rainbow and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
good quirky stuff.
Did Anthony really want to be called Mike or something? Or
You know what? I surprisingly don't know the backstory, and I should know that.
It could be like a guy on radio who just wants a fake name. You get a
Absolutely.
radio, you get a radio handle or a CB handle.
Right.
just in case the product didn't work. It wasn't me. That was Mike.
Not me.
Yeah, exactly.
Riggs loves that a lot. All right, I like that's good. Lime starts. Where we going to next?
Black cherry is next.
Oh, yeah.
So you're really going to get.
I already love it.
You're really going to get the aroma of this flavor. Black cherry is probably our most popular flavor in this area. We just got it. Pretty cool. We just got it out at Disney, so pretty excited about that. That's kind of a big deal. But if you can really smell that black
Yeah.
cherry
Yeah.
coming through. And again, it's all natural flavoring. There's nothing artificial in there. So we just, we ferment the alcohol and from the sugars, and then we just add a little bit of lime or a little bit of juice in there, flavoring, and nothing artificial. So that's the other thing that makes this product pretty unique, is that it's a nice, healthy option.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask you. Is the process essentially the same as beer as far as just barrels and you're putting, you've got your base in there and you're adding
So
flavors to it?
we have one of the really cool things that we have is we have a neutral base that we start out with, and we have it for Mike's too. And you can put our neutral base up against some of the best vodkas in the world,
Really?
and
Okay.
it will taste just as good as your vodkas out there. So
Wow.
it's really interesting the way we start. We actually will do at some of our bigger samplings or with like corporate customers and stuff like that. We will bring our neutral malt base, let folks taste what we start out with before we even get to the flavor aspect of it, so they can see how crisp and clean that the process is that we start with. And that's our owner, Anthony. He spends a ton of time in our test kitchens and working on that kind of stuff.
And that base starts out at 5%?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And it's gluten free, so there's just the smallest amount of gluten that is removed during our process.
Okay.
So, and that all starts with a certain yeast grain that they use.
That's
So-
a good niche marketing thing too, because there are
It
people who can't drink because of gluten.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's an option right there.
Absolutely. I just had an allergy test a year ago, and gluten popped up on mine. Now,
Really?
Oh, wow.
I'm still going to drink beer.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much. But having this in my kitchen
Yeah.
has certainly helped in my fridge at home. So, yeah, that's it. There's more and more, people going that gluten-free option,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's definitely helped.
My dog is like a daredevil. It's like, screw it, I'm taking gluten in. But this is
I have a
is-
kegerator at home.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just sit empty.
This is
Like,
true.
Yeah, they're-
It's a very good point.
and it didn't pop up like crazy on the scale. She
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, one of the things that kind of came out a little bit, tested a little high, was gluten."
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Crap,
Maybe you're
Like,
maybe you get a little.
that's not good."
Maybe you don't have an allergy. Maybe it was actual gluten on your back that
Oh,
bled through your
yeah.
skin. That could be a
It's a
possibility.
really great point.
that
Can I have
happens to
gluten
me.
on my back?
Absolutely. Looks like it.
Okay, I can't stand that.
I mean, I'm a huge fan down the street, Central 28. I know you guys have had them in.
Yeah.
and those the Dancing Pierre.
Yeah.
I may be sweating that sometimes. So maybe that's
That may be possible. You're sweating out Dancing Pierre.
It is
Excuse me,
hard.
sir.
It is hard to imagine, though, now that you've mentioned that a base that is vodka tasting would become this, because you don't really taste it at all.
No,
You
and
just get all the flavor.
that's pretty cool. The first time we ever did it, and I hope I'm allowed to mention, like we did it
Yeah.
with the Grey Goose.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely amazing to taste our base versus that and just see how smooth it is. Like
Yeah.
they've done a really good job, and that's why on the sell sheets that I show you here, we got this patented process that he uses, and he's just very passionate about it, and it's cool to have somebody that's that passionate, because we know we're going to get quality products from him. We're not trying to. It makes it a lot easier to sell when it's something that you can enjoy and that
Sure.
you trust, and that you're not just pushing stuff out there that you don't like.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's your headquarters located?
Chicago.
Okay. In Chicago, outside of Chicago?
No, right in the
And
heart.
do you have like a brew pub somebody can visit, or is it just
That's
a...
a great idea.
Okay.
No, and that's
We need the idea, man.
no, we don't have that. And it's funny you mentioned that. We did flirt around with draft like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I've asked about this for
Yeah.
draft, but the problem is, you see, it's clear.
Yeah.
So we kind of want this to be kind of like your Corona bottle, if you will, to
I
bar.
get
That's
Right.
This is your visual. So if you pour this in a pint glass,
Yeah.
all the guys are sitting at a table just drinking, looks like water. So it's not a very visual. I asked about that for
Yeah.
on-premise.
I
don't
think you
mean to
should have
ramble,
draft.
but-
I would
Yeah.
take
Yeah, that's
it.
true. I forget
Absolutely.
there's part of the presentation. I'm sure you got to make some tough decisions whether or not you want to make it beer-like or
Yeah.
or any other beverage-like.
Because there's other hard seltzers that are on draft.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are local.
Yeah, MIA's got one, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
actually pretty good. And so I asked the question at our Ask the Owner, portion of our meeting, and he, I agree. I mean, it looks like we're all sitting around drinking
Sure.
something like that.
I don't
Yeah.
care. As long as I'm sitting around drinking, I don't care what it looks
Yeah,
like.
Right?
really-
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I
with
mean?
you.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
clown makeup on.
I've done it before. Sat there in a bikini bottom and clown makeup.
There you go.
You got any pictures?
Yeah, I got pictures. You don't want to see them, but I have
Oh,
pictures.
thank God for Facebook.
You wanna
Well,
try
that's
another flavor?
yeah. Let's do it.
We're gonna go through all of them,
I'm going to
absolutely.
wrestle that black cherry away from you eventually. But let's go. We're
That
bringing it
is-
back.
Careful, you can-
Oh,
you can
That
keep
is the
this.
first time I've ever liked a black cherry drink. I got to
Okay.
be honest
It's
with you.
really
So
good, though.
kudos to that.
Very nice.
yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's
That's
awesome.
what I'm saying. This is where it's hard to believe that this is hard seltzer, because you're having this. It's like a Kool-Aid break.
It
But it's not
is,
too
yeah.
sweet. It's just.
It's
It's like
just
you're having
kind
a fun beverage that.
That's refreshing and
Turns out
tasty.
to-
And
yeah.
So
you
this
know.
is the raspberry. This
got alcohol
one
in
you
it.
can really get the aroma.
Oh wow.
When you hold it up, really get that. This is our hidden gem. This was only available in the variety packs. It did
Oh,
so
boy.
well.
This is why,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
always. And now this is my favorite.
Yep.
Which is always the one that's hardest to find, right?
Oh, it is because it's in the mix packs
in the
only.
mix packs, yeah.
And it's my favorite too. So I have to buy the whole mix pack, drink through the whole mix pack, save the raspberries for last, and then buy another one.
You can just start giving me the limes, Vinny. He can just start giving me the lime
All right.
ones out of
Vinny
his
and I
mix
arm
packs.
wrestle for the raspberry.
All right.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is so
enough.
this one was so popular in a variety packs that we are bringing it out in a 6-pack.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's,
okay.
we're
Oh.
starting it in the Northeast, and then eventually
Ah.
it'll get its way. I think by fall, hopefully, we'll have it down here. But this is our hidden gem. This is the one everybody loves.
Yeah.
This is everybody's favorite.
Why do
right
they
now.
always start in the Northeast? Huh? Start in the Southeast. Work your
it
way up.
is- I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. So it is absolutely amazing the amount of flavored drinks that the Northeast consumes.
Really?
Yeah.
The Twisted Teas of the world. That's where they got their huge start.
Right.
Mike's does really well up there. So yeah, the Northeast and the Midwest are like the flavor areas, which is really interesting. It can be like 2 degrees up there in Wisconsin, and you walk in a store, there's a 100 case display of Mike's and White Claw because they just drink that much
Really?
flavor stuff up there. And our number 1 state for White Claw right now, you'll never guess.
Wait, let me get. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to guess Illinois. What
Not
about,
in any of the areas I just mentioned.
What about Texas?
A little bit northern.
Okay.
Kansas.
States?
Northern.
There's a lot of states to go.
Yeah.
Well, how many states are there? Like 30 states or something.
I had 34 or something.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think.
know.
Is it one of the
All right, well-
Dakotas?
You're close. Montana.
Oh wow.
Really?
Okay.
Ah.
Drink a ton of flavor up
And there's
there.
very little people up there, so that's a lot of stuff
absolutely
being
amazing.
consumed.
It's
I would think it
balls
would
cold
be-
a lot of the year there, too,
I would
isn't
think it'd
it?
be somebody like us, with the hot weather year round.
Absolutely.
But
Makes
yeah,
sense.
Montana, they drink a ton of flavor, and they
Wow.
are the number 1 state for White Claw.
All right, guys, you heard that. It's a challenge. We need to beat Montana, so let's
Yeah.
start
Yes.
drinking.
Start
Come
drinking
on.
White Claw.
Come on, Florida.
Let's do it, Florida.
You're so right, but
It
as
is.
as you mentioned, we all mentioned it. This is such a out in the sun, whatever you got going on,
Yeah.
working, sitting by the pool,
I
working
put a
on the
basketball
yard.
hoop together for my daughters for 3 nights because I'm the least handy person in the world. So I was completing that glorious task that I will never do ever again last night.
Right.
And these were going down really easy while it was looked like I had just gotten off a splash mountain because I was just a
Going
sweaty
through
mess.
Well, you got to
Just now.
rehydrate. That's an important.
right.
You know
Okay,
what I-
so this one's
Magical
interesting.
camera.
So before I give you the grapefruit, I
Okay.
do not eat or drink anything grapefruit.
Me neither.
Nope.
And
I don't
this
like
is my
it.
favorite flavor.
Really?
Oh.
My favorite flavor.
I'm going to tell you right
It's
now.
got-
I don't eat grapefruit.
It doesn't have an over. I'll switch cups for you. It doesn't
Okay.
have an
Okay.
overpowering, like that grapefruit, that aroma, but it still has
Right.
a nice aroma to it, almost more citrusy. But this is my favorite flavor.
All right.
And I was
There it goes.
pleasantly surprised because I don't eat or drink anything grapefruit.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
I'm already digging the scent.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
That is
Oh, wow.
citrusy.
This
and
may have
fresh.
more flavor
Yeah.
than any of them.
Picture this.
Like a bolder flavor.
And it should
Copper
be-
bottom vodka,
like it.
ice, splash of this, a little bit of lime, and you're in heaven.
Okay, now is
Oh,
this
that-
imagination, or does it seem to have a like a bigger flavor than the
It,
rest?
it
of them?
absolutely does. Yeah. So it's probably grapefruit and raspberry come through. The flavors come through
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
The lime is probably the least one, but yeah, those two especially. I hear a
Wow.
lot about that with the grapefruit.
I would never have guessed grapefruit.
And
No,
we get
me
a lot
neither.
we get a lot of folks in the on-premise at the bars that do
Yeah.
the mixing. So they'll mix a grapefruit vodka with that.
Just
Yeah.
kind of pull it out a little bit, throw some ice on there.
I would have
Oh,
gone.
wow.
I would have blindfolded kumquat. That's where I would have.
Oh, really?
defaulted, Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like
'cause
that kumquat beer I brought in.
Just because it's fun to say, but then I would also
Absolutely.
guess the sense.
Yeah,
Uh,
so this
the
is one.
taste.
This one's really interesting because I do get this at a lot of samplings. People are like, "Oh, I don't like grapefruit." I'm like, "I don't like grapefruit either," but this is my jam
Yeah.
right here. So
Yeah, it's
try
really
that.
That's pretty good.
Boy,
Yeah.
I see. I can't. I don't want to. I don't want this. This stays in this room and on the air also through the radio. I don't want anybody to know. Don't bring me a grapefruit. I'm not going to eat that thing, but this I will drink all day. This is very.
is
tasty.
Yeah,
amazing.
that one's
Wow.
pretty.
Getting back to who drinks it, I'm a big craft beer drinker. I love that stuff. I'll drink this stuff all day. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Get out there. I don't care if it's clear. I don't care if it's yellow. I don't care
Yeah.
what it is. It's a great flavor. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, drink what you want to drink. It doesn't matter what it is. If you like it, drink it.
And it's we've talked about the palate blasting that some IPAs and stuff will do in a beer thing. This would, I would think, be a nice compliment or a break in between some beers.
Kind
and
of
stuff,
clean
get
your palate
White
off a
Claws,
little bit.
Right.
Bring your palate back down.
Yeah.
Get it to where it has to be.
Right.
And then if you want to continue drinking your big beers, do it. Or just
Yeah.
finish off with these at the
Yeah,
moment.
well, that's true.
And being that they're 5%, some of those other big beers are 8, 9, 10%. Now you can drink a few more of these, leave the bar, you're a little more rehydrated, you're ready to go.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the misconceptions that I see out there. You see our social media, and we've got a lot of the healthy stuff going on.
Yeah.
And the workout stuff going on, and live the healthy, free lifestyle outdoors and stuff like that.
Right.
But locally, what I've seen is some of my friends or some of the people that I've grown to become friends with that are our biggest drinkers. They got a beard down to their belly button.
Yeah.
And they're all tatted up, and
Right.
they're not hitting happy hour after their office 9 to 5 day. They're just normal, regular day folks, and they drink the heck out of it.
Really?
So it's crazy.
I just want to say something. I can beat that. I have a belly button beard. I'll show you that later.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
This Thursday just got interesting.
Absolutely.
Interesting. That's nice.
Do we need to put a black bar over it? We'll get to that later. But that's the interesting thing I find about this product too is, like you said, it's young, right? I mean, as
Right.
far as compared to everything else on the market. But is there have there been any flavors that you want to try or that haven't worked?
So we do have a mango coming out
Okay.
too, as
Okay.
well.
Cool.
So really
That sounds
interested,
good.
really interested to try that.
Yeah.
Again, our owner doesn't mess around with flavors. He's really good at it, so we're excited to try that one. I have not had that one yet.
Yeah.
I don't know of any flavors that they kind of tested and didn't work.
Yeah.
But we've seen some other flavors from some of the competitors.
Yeah.
That I've been like, wow, that'd be good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
There's like a blueberry out there.
Yeah.
Like the MIA Brewing had the draft.
Right.
And that was pretty good. You
just
you
came
got to
out-
give props to the other competitors. I
Yeah.
mean, you want everybody in the seltzer category to do well because it just makes that whole category kind of.
Sure.
I actually tasted one of your competitors here a couple weeks ago. That
Yeah,
was
I
the
saw that.
Truly.
Yep.
So we
Okay,
did
yeah,
the Truly
yeah,
on here.
that's right.
And those guys started right around the same time you
Yep.
guys did. They took a different path at first. They went with bottles. These guys went with cans. And then they realized, hey, let's put it in cans.
Right.
So it is much better in cans.
Yeah.
Works out better aesthetically, number one. And number two, you can bring it on the boat.
Absolutely.
You can bring it wherever you want to.
Right.
This is actually available in 6-packs in the black cherry flavor.
Black cherry, grapefruit, and lime are all available in 6-packs.
And then the mixed 12-pack will have your raspberry in it until
Yes.
the 6-pack until that comes down here from up north.
Correct.
It's available at, of course, ABC, Publix, Total Wine,
Yeah.
Winn-Dixie, 7-Elevens. It's pretty much available everywhere.
And the racetracks of the world, and Wawas of the world, are now getting the 19-ounce cans
Oh,
too.
yeah?
So
Really?
black cherry and grapefruit, if you want
Oh.
a big one, a
Bigger
roadie.
one.
Oh,
So
that
it'll look
sounds
nice.
amazing. Yes. I need that.
Just saying.
There we go.
It's a way to
That'll
go.
look normal size in my hand. That's
Right.
why I want one of those. Absolutely.
In his hands, it's finally something.
Absolutely.
Yep.
They'll put that thing to the giant palm wrapped around it.
Absolutely.
Is that the? And by the way, the best koozie game in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
that
those are.
fits the can perfectly.
Yeah, those are fan. That's a brilliant plan right there because you're right. You can't put a normal 12-ounce can koozie on there and have
There
it
you
fit
go.
snugly.
Yeah. That,
So let's just say you happen to be going to the beach. You have those in there. You would bring those koozies.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And with that kind of, but the distribution is going to be easy because I like you said, I see it everywhere.
So,
especially the grocery
like he
stores,
says,
too.
there's not a ton of people into it. They're starting to get in there.
Yeah.
But the two major players,
Yeah.
we sell them both. So it works out pretty good. Truly and White Claw are pretty much the guys that really started rolling with it and started getting it out there, and we carry both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to see a lot of knockoffs now, a lot of people doing differently. And you definitely have to check those because some of them do have a lot of sugar in them.
Right.
So you have to check them on the can to make sure. You're pretty safe going with White Claw. You're pretty safe going with Truly. We just brought another one out by, it's called Henry's Seltzer that has no sugar in it. So you can take a look at those and you're pretty safe with them. But just make sure if you're sugar conscious, look at the back of the can and see. But White Claw's been doing it long enough, so's Truly, and you can just go out there and say, hey, I want a White Claw. They know what it is and you're ready to
Love
go.
it.
All right.
And gluten free.
And
There it
gluten-free.
is.
Remember that one?
Yeah. Right.
I like it. Well, all right. So this is our chance now to recap our favorite flavors. Maze, what got it for you?
I am partial to the lime one. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I
You've
love
got-
the lime.
You got a full lime one over
I
there.
do.
All right.
And I got a whole car for you, too.
Thank you.
Benny,
We'll leave some.
what's your?
I actually like the raspberry, the one I can't get, the
Yeah.
one I have to dig through all the
Yeah, I
cans
know,
to get to.
I'm going
That's-
raspberry with you.
Absolutely.
But I got to tell you, number 2, shocker, was the
grapefruit?
Was the grapefruit.
Okay.
Didn't expect it.
Yeah, the grapefruit is easily my second favorite.
You know, I have an idea. Instead of eating a grapefruit in the morning, could I drink that? Would that give me the same?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And, you know, I just discovered this real quick. First of all, thank you for having me. I
Of
really
course, yeah,
appreciate it.
please.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna make sure I get that in.
Yeah.
But somebody showed me this last week. Never tried it. We could try it, later. You mix the black cherry and the lime. Never thought of that. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys
We're
want to
gonna
try
have
it real
to
quick?
absolutely,
All right,
yeah.
let's try it real quick. We got a
the weird
few minutes.
science
Let me get some cold.
experiment.
You got it.
Let's try a
sorry.
little mixology.
Whatever you call it.
Live.
Vinny and his crazy ideas. I like it. This is
All
see.
right. Raspberry lime.
No, black cherry lime.
Or black cherry lime.
Oh,
I'm
black
sorry.
cherry.
You got raspberry. and
Oh,
lime.
wow. Now I feel like we're getting into some Skittles category. I like that.
Let's try
Oh,
it.
drop a couple Skittles. Oh, that's really good.
Drop a
Oh,
couple
wow.
Skittles.
Yeah.
How is
Yeah.
it?
So now, White Claw hybrids. That's where we're going next.
I like it.
I like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
a lot.
She rolled it up to
Absolutely.
marketing. I'll give you credit for it. if
That's
it
pretty.
You're going to ask him your question? Or are they
Oh
gonna,
yeah. So don't go. The guy's not here to push
Yeah.
the
Oh,
issue,
wow.
but we've been trying. We figure eventually we're going to crack this egg where you have the Morning Hog Riggs and Guy brew of whatever it is. But what White Claw flavor would the Riggs and Guy brew be? Do you think, Benny? What do you think? You've been in a room with us for a bunch of times.
Well, you guys are hard to swallow.
Yeah.
So it would have to be something heavy.
Would it be cashew
Cashew.
grape?
No, maybe cashew and pomegranate.
Cashew pomegranate. Think about it, August. Don't pressure.
Absolutely.
You take that back to the boys in
Sounds
Chicago.
as disgusting as your show.
Yeah.
Nice. We have our Ask the Owner segment at our national meeting. I don't think I have the courage to get up and ask.
Yeah,
for
no, don't do
cashew
that.
Pomegranate.
Oh, okay.
We'll get you this tape, and you can take it up there and just play it for him.
Yeah,
That's right.
You know,
absolutely.
enjoy a good
We'll
laugh.
just do a Riggs and Guy then. Can you just do, instead of call it White
Yeah.
Claw, can you call it Riggs and Guy Claw?
Yeah, just make whatever flavor you want. Yeah.
We can work on that.
Which of us is the claw?
I don't
Taste
wanna
and
know.
find out, right?
Nice.
All right. Well, White Claw available damn near everywhere. Find it, get it. It's what a great product to not only have to be here this early on.
Yeah.
And to not have the market saturated with it.
Absolutely.
So it's easy.
Can I just ask one more
Yeah,
question?
please. You can ask any question.
Where did White Claw come from?
So the White Claw is the crest of 3 different waves.
Okay.
Yes. So if you see all of our commercials, it's all about in the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what the White Claw is.
So you guys are in Chicago, but everything's about the ocean. That's all right.
And it sells the best in Montana.
And it sells the best in Montana.
No oceans there.
Go figure. Yeah, great observation.
I do like the name, though. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
That is.
because they're all jealous of us down here in Florida.
That's
That's
right.
names we
That's-
get.
that
There
must
you
be
go,
it.
right?
There you go. Yeah, that's where it comes from. If you go to our website, you'll see they got a whole presentation on it.
Oh,
for
perfect.
Well,
Awesome.
website is
you. Whiteclaw.com.
Awesome.
Nice and
Easy
easy.
enough.
And there's
Water.
also on there a product locator. So if you're in Daytona and you can't find it for some odd reason, because Perrott, they've already done a great job.
Sure.
But you can
Say
type in your zip code and
Yeah.
you can pop up the nearest store.
You can do the same thing with SR Perrott. We have a finder as well.
Yeah, you do.
You can go there too. So either place, go to SR Perrott
Yeah.
or go to White Claw, type in your zip code. It'll pull up wherever the beer is sold.
Absolutely.
try the sampler, pick your favorite out there, and then enjoy them, and then mix them because that's good.
Yeah, that's
Let's just pour them
amazing.
all together.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's do
Yeah.
a suicide.